everyone. In this episode of Thrifty Thursday, I'm going to share with you a little bit of the history of the thrift store that I go to. For 30 years, I've been going to this thrift store one day a week, and that is the day that I call Tessie Day. It is a day where I can just enjoy the day and do something that I love. The thrift store is sponsored by MCC, which is Mennonite Central Committee. And the thrift store uses all of its proceeds to support missionaries in other countries. So my money is spent on amazing, great deals, plus it helps other people and other missionaries dig wells and do all kinds of things overseas. Now, the $5 idea a week came 30 years ago. I had $5 a week for 30 years. That was my spending money to go to the thrift store. I didn't realize there was such a thing as the $5 challenge. That was something I only found out here just a few weeks ago. I didn't realize that people all over take $5 and have a challenge. For me, it was my everyday life. I had $5 and I was able to spend that on anything that I enjoyed. And last week, you know, I had $10 and I spent $7. So this week, my bill was $6.94, so I still had a few dollars left from last week, but generally every week it's $5 and under. The first item I got is this neat bread basket. It looks to me like it's homemade. I'm not sure if it is or not, but it says bread, as you can see, and you lift it up and it has a really nice liner inside it. Now I know you girls that can sew could whip something up like this in probably 30 minutes, but I can't sew. And I will be the first to admit if there's something that I just cannot do, and one of them is sewing. Sewing to me is impossible. I can sew a button and that's it. So anything that requires a needle and thread, I am not good at. Now my mother was an avid sewer. She sewed all her own curtains and bedding and clothing, and it's something I just cannot seem to pick up. So I bought this for $2. Doesn't this look like Tessie's house? Yeah, old-fashioned. So I'm going to show you what else I got. I got 8 of these little tin canisters. They said they're made in Germany. I have no idea what they were used for. In fact, I even tried smelling it to see, you know, if it was non-food items stored in it or what. But I'm going to put a neat label on them, and I'm going to store my spices in these. So all of my extra spices are going to go in these tins, and they're going to go out on my pantry. So whenever I need to fill up my glass jars inside the kitchen, I can just go to my pantry and get one of these. I thought they would be perfect for spices because no insects can get in them and no rodents or anything. So I thought that would be great, and that could save some of my glass jars for other things that I like to make. I also got this lid, which I'm sure you all have seen already. It goes on top of a mason jar if you want to have potpourri in it or something like that. And I paid 25 cents for that. And I forget if I told you, these were 25 cents as well. I am totally out of jelly jars. And so the last couple weeks I've been looking for some jelly jars and I don't seem to be able to find any. So I did find this one and I paid 30 cents for it. So I do have one jelly jar. So I'll have to keep a lookout for more jelly jars. And then I got this tin. It's like the same thing, but a little bit different shape for 25 cents. I got this wire basket for 75 cents, and I thought this would be really good to put some of the homemade soaps in and to display them in the bathroom. And of course, I bought another homemade soap for 99 cents. Yes, it was priced a little high, but it says Peppermint Patty, and it was really cute, and it smells really good, and I just love homemade soaps. I like to make homemade soaps, I like to buy homemade soaps, and I like to hoard homemade soaps. I have a hoarding problem with 3 things, but I use them. Every single thing that I buy, I use. It doesn't sit around, it doesn't collect dust. I like my jars, I like my soaps, which you all know, and I love my cookbooks, and everything that I buy, I use. So that was my soap for the week. Because, you know, every week I'm buying soap. I just love it. We all have our things that we just really enjoy. And I'm not sure what I'm going to make with this one. I might make some homemade dish soap with it because it is peppermint patty. I'm not sure yet. We'll make something with it. So my friends, that is my haul for this week. And I really enjoyed it and I have fun. I go every single week. I don't know if I've ever missed a week. It's just my one day of just pure fun. I don't have to worry about anything else. And like I said, I don't shop anywhere else. Clothing is not a really big importance to me. And I do have a friend that has given me clothing. And I kind of like those clothes more because it was given to me. I tend to love the items that were given to me more than the items that I buy. I just love everything that I've received over the years. And like I said before in another video, 90% of the things that you are going to see in my videos are given to me or received bought from this thrift store. But most of the items in my home were given to me. There were castaways from other people, and I can tell you pretty much each item, where it came from, and who gave it. So my home is filled with love and admiration for the things that I have, not because of the monetary value, because nothing I have is worth much of anything, but because of the sentimental value behind it. I would like to thank you all for watching this Thursday's Thrifty, and I hope to see you next week because we never know what Tessie can find. Bye!